They only come at night. They don't knock. They don't ask. And somehow, we were told this was a children's story. This is a broadcast from the American Radio Authority. The following report has been compiled through observation, pattern recognition, and long-standing narrative inconsistencies. Neverland, a place often described as magical, timeless, a sanctuary for youth, imagination, and freedom. A place where children never grow up. But that raises a question. Who decided that was a good thing? Let's begin with the arrival process. Children are not recruited through application. They are not invited with parental consent. They are not scheduled. They are taken at night while asleep. And somehow, this has been framed as an adventure. We are told Peter Pan visits children, but visits usually involve introductions, handshakes, explanations. Not quiet entries through bedroom windows at 2 a.m. Not whispers of "come with me" to individuals who are, at best, half-conscious. Not immediate relocation to an undisclosed island. And then there's the method of transportation, fairy dust. We are told it allows flight. We are not told what it is. We are not told where it comes from. We are not told why it only works under specific guidance. And we are definitely not told why every child who uses it becomes immediately compliant with the environment they're placed into. Which brings us to Tinkerbell, often described as playful, jealous, protective, but let's reframe that. She is the sole distributor of the substance required for mobility. She determines who flies, when they fly, and how long they stay airborne, and her loyalty is not to the children, it is to Peter. Now, let's talk about the pirates, because every system needs a villain. We are told they are dangerous. We are told they are cruel. We are told to avoid them at all costs. But here's the question. If Neverland truly is a place of freedom, why is there so much emphasis on keeping the children away from them? Why is interaction discouraged? Why is curiosity redirected? And more importantly, why do the so-called villains appear to be the only ones with ships? The only ones with direction? The only ones trying to leave? Think about that. The pirates have navigation. They have structure. They exist outside of endless play. And Peter Pan? He has no interest in leaving. None. In fact, he actively prevents it. We are told the children don't want to grow up, but we are never shown a child successfully choosing to leave. We are never shown a farewell. We are never shown reintegration, because that's the part of the story that doesn't get told. Time does not function normally in Neverland. Memories begin to blur. Identity becomes fluid. The longer you stay, the less you remember of where you came from, which makes the promise of never growing up feel less like a gift and more like a condition. Peter Pan is charismatic, confident, always smiling, always in control. He introduces the rules. He defines the game. He decides who stays. He decides who flies. He decides what is real. And every time a child questions something, the narrative shifts. The pirates are dangerous. The outside world is boring. Growing up is the enemy. Convenient. Because if growing up is the enemy, then leaving becomes betrayal. And suddenly, the island doesn't feel like a playground anymore. It feels like a closed system. Now, we are not saying Neverland is not real. We are not saying the children are not happy. We are simply asking, why is happiness the only acceptable outcome? Why are there no reports of dissatisfaction, no accounts of resistance, no documented attempts at departure? And perhaps, most importantly, why does Peter Pan never age, but continues to seek out new children? This has been an official report from the American Radio Authority. The following case remains unresolved.